everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another collab video on my channel. My name is Ashley for those of you who have not met me yet, and I do base game build videos on Mondays on my channel because who needs expansion packs, right? Who needs them? So unnecessary. So today's video is a little bit different. As I said, it's a collab, and this is a collab with a lot of different simmers on YouTube. So I will talk about them a little bit later in the video. So basically, the group of us are rebuilding a world in The Sims 4. So we started with Newcrest, and the theme of Newcrest was ancient Greek and ancient Rome. So we actually voted on what theme we wanted it to be, and I voted for this theme. And you know, looking back on it, I don't really know why I voted for this theme. I'm not very good at making things from certain time periods. Like, as you guys know, all of my builds are pretty much, you know, contemporary, updated, kind of, you know, family homes, beachy homes, vacation homes, and I don't really do builds that are, you know, from another time period or kind of old. So you guys will see when I furnish the interior of this that I really have no idea what I'm doing. And some of you will probably be like, Ash, that really doesn't look ancient whatsoever. But, you know, I tried, right? So I think I at least got the exterior to look like something from that era. So, you know, give me some points. But I think I kind of realized that, you know, contemporary, modern, updated, current aesthetics are definitely, you know, my strengths. So I did do a little bit of research here, you guys. So my build today is kind of based off of or inspired by what I think is called the Getty Villa, which is, I think, a little bit of a tourist attraction in California. It was built in the 1970s, and it was modeled after a first century ancient Roman country house. So they modeled it after that, and then I modeled my build after them. So I wanted to just kind of make something that was inspired by that time versus attempting to make something that was an exact replica of what it would look like during those times because, you know, it's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. I don't know how to do that. So my main focus on this build was kind of the exterior, and the interior, you know, I didn't do very much research on what the interior of these times looked like. So to be honest, I really didn't put that much effort onto the interior at all. I mainly just wanted to focus on the exterior and, you know, the landscaping and stuff like that. And I know that it would have looked better if I made the lot kind of symmetrical, but the lot that I chose wasn't big enough, so I only had kind of one pathway thing jutting out, which I think normally it would be symmetrical, but I just didn't have room, and I thought that it looked close enough. But if you guys are interested in the specs of this house, it is on a 30 by 20 lot, costs around 130,000 simoleons, and it has a 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom and fits 2 Sims here. So, you know, you could have one Sim, you could have 2 Sims living here quite lavishly if you want. I think it'd be pretty nice. I don't know how many people actually want to download this house, but you know, the option's there for you if you want to. But I hope you guys enjoy my attempt at building a Roman villa-inspired house, and I hope you guys go check out the other videos in this collab, and thank you guys so much for watching. So one thing that I want you guys to kind of take note of, or at least pay attention to a little bit more here, is the landscaping and the landscaping that I did, because I'm not super good at landscaping. In my opinion, it's not my strength. When I started out building, I was mainly focusing on the actual structure itself and improving my skills there, and then also furnishing the interior and playing around with that. So landscaping is something that I haven't really been very experimental with. I haven't really challenged myself a lot with landscaping. So this one, I definitely wanted to put a lot more detail into it. So yeah, I do the landscaping a little bit later on in the video, but I want you guys to kind of look at it and let me know how I did, and if you see any improvements from my last builds, because, you know, usually I do houses. So houses, you know, has just the typical nice flowery trees and stuff landscaping, but this one was a little bit different, I guess. So yeah, I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. But yeah, I was getting a little bit nervous for today's upload because I've already seen a lot of people's videos in this collab. There's 12 of us in this collab, if you don't already know, and I'm posting my video rather late, I guess. A lot of people have already been posting their videos in the past couple weeks. I think we've put out about 2 or 3 per week, so I'm kind of late. So I've seen a lot of people's work already. and everyone is doing such an amazing job. And the one that I actually just watched today, because she just posted it, is Callie Sim. She posted her Coliseum build. So yeah, I know, she built the Coliseum in The Sims. It's crazy. So I just watched hers, and it was so amazing. It's honestly unreal. And sometimes I think to myself, like, Ash, you're a pretty good builder. I think you're pretty good. And then I see stuff like that, and then I'm like, oh, never mind. Like, you still have a lot to learn. Because, you know, I am still kind of a relatively new builder, I would consider myself. So I like being part of these large collabs because I really get to learn a lot from some really amazing channels. So I guess I will talk a little bit about some of the builders or some of the channels in this collab, or not some of them, I'll mention all of them. So there's Callie Sim, who I already just talked about. There's Archie Sim, It's Nat, Adam Sims, Ziminstead, The Sim Sanctuary, Singing Simmer, Simser Lee, Biva Builds, Amy Adores Sims, and Nicole Sims Social. So those are all 12 of us right there. And when I agreed to do this collab, I didn't know who was going to be a part of it, but then when we kind of formed the group and we got talking, I noticed that a lot of the people in the collab were all of my friends, or kind of like people that I had been in contact with and been supporting for a long time. So I think it's really great how we formed kind of a group that we were all pretty close, and I think that was really great. I think I didn't know maybe 1 or 2 of the simmers in this group when I joined, but everyone else I had been watching, and I had been subscribed to their channel for a really long time already. So that was nice. And one channel in particular that I've been like fangirling over for the past forever is Archie Sim. You might not know him. He isn't super active on Twitter, but he's super active on YouTube, obviously. And his builds are so amazing. He does them in like stop motion, I think that's what it's called. It's like where you don't see like the building process, you just see all the objects kind of appear, so you don't really see the decision-making process, I guess. You just see the build happening. And it's so aesthetically pleasing. It's just so smooth and crisp and clean. And the production value of his videos is just so amazing. Sometimes I think to myself, like, Ash, you're pretty good at making videos. Like, your production value is pretty decent. And then I watch his videos and I'm like, oh wait, no, never mind. You're not that good. This guy's good. So yeah, he has really good production value on his videos. And my one complaint though, is that they're too short. They're too short because the build happens so quickly because, you know, it's not like a speed build where you're like changing colors of things like 70 million times. So sometimes I have to watch his videos twice, to be honest, because it's just not long enough and I need to see it again. I really, really like his videos, and he's probably super annoyed because I'm always like fangirling like a crazy person in his comments section, like being one of those like obnoxious fangirls, being like overly excited, but he probably, you know, reads the comments and is like, okay, like calm down, girl, calm down. But definitely go check out his channel if you haven't already. It's super cool. But like I said before, a lot of the simmers in this collab group were already my friends before I joined the collab group, so, you know, I've actually talked about some of them already in past builds, like Nicole Sims Social I mentioned, and Biva Builds I've mentioned as well. You know, just amazing channels. One channel that I haven't mentioned before, but we are actually also really good friends, is Austin from The Sim Sanctuary. We just always watched each other's videos pretty much since the beginning, or well, like I started after him, so I didn't watch his videos from the beginning, but ever since I joined YouTube, I always watched his videos, and then he has been watching my videos. We always comment on each other's videos. It's all very, very nice, and his videos, he uploads really often too, which is good, so if you check out his channel, you have a lot of content to see. And his voiceovers are, like, so hilarious. Like, I honestly don't know if he's trying to be funny or not, but I just find his voiceover so funny. He has these, like, one-liners that are, like, so borderline awkward that I just laugh out loud all the time. So, oftentimes when I comment on his videos, I don't even comment on the build anymore. I just leave him quotes of things that he said throughout his build that I think are hilarious. But, yeah, you should check out his channel. he is always really consistent and really quick to support all of my videos and my channel in general, so I really appreciate that. So it'd be really nice if you guys went to go support him as well. But I really enjoyed doing this collab. I think it's such a great concept. I love doing collabs because not only do you get to create something with people that you like and your friends, and you get to create something really amazing with them, but it also gives your channel and their channels more exposure. So while I would love to talk about everybody's channel in this collab, all 12 of us, or all 11 other channels, I suppose, there's just not enough time, so I will link everybody's channel down in the description below, and I will also be linking the playlist with all of our ancient Rome and ancient Greece inspired builds, so you can go check all of those out. I do encourage you to, give them a shot and check them all out. But as you can see here, I am just kind of finishing up with the interior. Like I said earlier, the interior isn't ancient inspired whatsoever. It's actually quite modern or contemporary or updated. The right word would be updated. So the vibe I was kind of going for was perhaps you have an ancient Roman villa and you updated it to today's decor, I suppose. So yeah, it's like it's renovated or something like that. And the reason why I did that is because I have no idea what houses would look like in these times in terms of the interior, and also I feel like it's a little bit more playable if I update it, and people might actually want to download and use it if it looks, somewhat decent and not super old looking. So yeah, I'm all about that playability. But I didn't add any kind of electronics, like I didn't add a TV or computer or anything like that. So it is kind of, a little bit older in that sense, I suppose. You just have like a chess table and a bookshelf for fun. So I did my best, okay? I did my best. Just give me some credit here. I just want some credit. I've never done a build that is not like my style before, so yeah, this was kind of interesting. But funny enough, because it wasn't my style, I was just placing objects so recklessly. I was honestly just placing them randomly, like not putting that much thought into the color or anything like that. And I also added a lot of decorations off camera because I actually built this at like 3 a.m. Yeah, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Sometime like in the middle of the night I was building it, so I was so tired. I was just placing things without any thought. And then I went back afterwards off camera and just added a little bit more decorations. So you'll see that in the screenshots at the end. But honestly, looking back at it, it doesn't look that bad. The colors actually work decently well, I think. Like all the furniture does look like somewhat cohesive. So I don't know, maybe I should be building and decorating a little bit more in the middle of the night because I tend to not overthink things. I was just placing things. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys think of the interior and kind of this build in general and me doing builds that are outside of my style. Well, that concludes today's video of a Roman villa inspired build. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what you saw today, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below what you thought about it. And if this is our first time meeting, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to be friends or if you want to see more weekly Sims 4 base game build videos. I upload these videos once per week at the same time every week, so I will see you guys all next week. Bye everyone!